and welcome back to the channel. My name is Fego and I do lifestyle, fashion and beauty content. So in today's video, it's going to be a short video, but in today's video I'm going to do a behind the scenes of how I take my Instagram pictures, as well as what it like goes ahead or entails to actually take the pictures. So we're going to do like looking for locations, we're going to look at lighting, we're going to look at just the setup in general. Then I'm going to come back and explain to you how I edit my Instagram pictures. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Thumbs up really helps me. So I have done my makeup. This is what my makeup is looking like, and I've done my hair. I did my hair a while ago because I was waiting, but I think I'm going to crimp it a bit more just so that like it's a bit more defined before I go. The place I'm going to is quite far. I'll show you when we get there, but I don't know if my crimps are going to hold up, so I'm going to try and crimp this side just so that it holds up. So that's the agenda for today. So I've packed my bag. In my bag I've packed the clothes I want to change into, and I've also packed lip gloss, lipstick, and just things to touch up my makeup in case anything happens, and then accessories. So I'm going to take like 2 pairs of sunglasses or a pair of sunglasses just so I have accessories. So that is kind of what I do pre-shoot or pre-Instagram taking pictures, whatever. So that's kind of what I pack, and I just pack it in a little bag and then get on the train. So I'm going to leave my house now, so I'm just going to I'm going to leave my house now, so I'll see you when I get there. Oh yeah, and I also go ahead and take an umbrella, so because obviously in London it's always raining. So yeah. So Femi and I are in a parking lot. So let me show you what it looks like. So this is the parking lot that I'm sure if you live in London you know exactly where this is, but this is the parking lot. So we're doing that kind of aesthetic, parking lot aesthetic, so hopefully no one comes and like runs us over, but that's our plan for now. So we're going to just try and take pictures. So I'm just trying to drop my camera somewhere and then I'll see. Oh, you can't you hold it as well? Put some
like this for real. Thank you, baby. Look, you leaving now? I'ma see you later. I'ma sneak through your window. Bye. Dance.
So I just finished taking pictures. Normally it's actually not this quick, so I don't know why it was this quick. Like I don't even know if I was showing in this video, but it's normally not this quick, but it was actually quite quick today. I don't know why, but
ground floor.
I'm not that picky, so maybe that's why it's fine. So it's only one set because as I was saying, it's only one set because I came out late. I put my camera down because I was actually kind of shy. So I'll talk to you when I get home. Bye. Hi guys, so I just got back home. I'm actually quite exhausted. I've been taking content for the past, I don't know, 3-4 days. So I normally bulk make my content kind of just because I feel like it's easier for me. I have like different platforms, and when I'm not on YouTube I have to put my energy into Instagram. So I think this week I've really been slacking. If you see this video, I've really been slacking this week, but that's just because I am posting on Instagram. So make sure you follow my account. So I'm going to give you some tips about Instagram, but before I do that, I'm going to explain. If you do follow me on Instagram, you realize that I actually stopped posting for some time. So I'm going to explain why I stopped posting, my thought process, and why I'm back to posting. So I stopped posting on Instagram just because I fell out of love with Instagram. Instagram became more of a numbers thing. Don't get me wrong, I feel like lots of people, you cannot deny the fact that you actually look at the numbers, but for me it became so draining that I always used to look at the numbers, and it just stopped being fun for me. I stopped enjoying creating content. I found it quite tasking. I didn't really enjoy the content I was putting out. It was like I was forcing myself to put out content. I wasn't living in the moment, and I just felt like I just didn't like creating content. I used to rely on people to take my content for me. So my sister recently came back, and I just loved her drive for like taking content and all that, so it kind of motivated me a bit and like gingered me to take more content. But also I felt like I needed a break from creating content on Instagram. If you look at my feed, you'll notice that I have a lot of holiday content, and during holiday I just get more inspired, but when I'm back in London I just feel a bit like I'm not as inspired, and the algorithm isn't in my favor, the numbers are not aligning. I feel like the work I was putting into it was just not equating to what, or I wasn't getting back exactly what I was giving to Instagram, and that's just how I felt. So I continued putting all my energy into YouTube, just because my passion was there. I enjoy creating content, I enjoyed editing, I enjoy doing the videos. So that just shifted my mindset from Instagram to YouTube. So the reason why I'm back on Instagram now, I'm back on Instagram now because I feel like I've had a break. I've been able to step back and actually analyze my Instagram, see what I want to do better, see what I actually want to create on that platform, and where I see the direction of my content going. And I say that in the sense of, I don't take pictures when I feel like taking pictures. I don't want to be forced to take pictures. I don't want to have to get up early or sacrifice certain parts of my life just because I want to take a picture. I don't want to be tired and exhausted and forcing myself to take content just because I feel like when I do that, I just end up hating it and just finding it quite like dreading it. But if I take pictures when I'm out and I feel cute, when I go on dinner dates or like go out with my friends, not necessarily like a whole photo shoot, but also that's another thing, realizing that I don't need to take a whole photo shoot. I only need like 20 good pictures and then I'm fine. So that's something I learned and I just want to share that with you. So back into the reason for the video. So as you saw, we found a location and all that, and we took our content. So I'm actually not going to show you the content we took just because I want to save it a little bit for Instagram. So make sure you follow me to see how. Actually, I don't know, I'll actually post like 1 or 2 here, but follow me on Instagram as well. So there's some tips I'm going to talk to you about when it comes to Instagram. So first thing is find your location. I would say it's easy to find locations in terms of TikTok. Like TikTok is literally the new Google. So first is location. Make sure you look at different people that you like. There's a way to actually analyze pictures to see exactly where they are. So you can look out for like signboards, postage, like street names. Then you have an idea of exactly where they took their picture if you like where they took their picture. I would say look for modern, neutral places. That's the kind of thing I go for. But you can look for anything you like really. But TikTok and Instagram are your best friends, so just try and do like a little search, quick search, because so many people post like places to take pictures on TikTok right now, so it's quite easy to do. Secondly, I would say make sure you plan your outfits, because before when I used to do Instagram, I felt like I used to like put like jeans and a top together, and that is not an outfit. Like it is jeans and a top, that's it. Definitely there's some vibes that you go like that and everything, but at the end of the day, I think the location and the outfit have to match each other just so you bring the picture to life, because people are not just looking at you, but they're also looking at the entire picture, the entirety of the picture. So making sure that your outfit actually matches that location. So making sure you're prepared and your outfits are prepared, just so you just wear your outfits, do your makeup, do your hair, and then keep going. And that thing would be onto my third point, will be hair and makeup. Make sure your hair and makeup actually align with the outfit, because if you're looking at it and you're thinking to yourself like you have brown hair, but like, or you have pink hair and you have I don't know what color clashes, but like you have pink hair, you have a yellow top, like things like that can actually clash and make the picture not look as nice. My fourth tip would be to clean your camera. I think most people get to the scene and everything, and your location, your shooting scene and everything, and you think to yourself, these pictures are nice. Honestly, first thing you should do is clean your camera, because more often than not, it's your camera that is dirty, not the picture that is actually not coming out nice. So make sure you clean your camera, check that the camera is good. My fifth tip would be lighting. So personally, I know some people like, I think it depends on the picture you're going for, but some people like sunny pictures and look good in that kind of picture. But if you've seen my Instagram, I do sunny pictures just a bit, just because I feel like when I have like sun literally glaring in my eyes, I feel like the picture doesn't come out nice. Like honestly, I feel like the picture is just there, it's just meh, like it's just not that nice. I literally can't open my eyes, so why would I go and take a picture right directly under the sun? So for me, I like sunny days, but I take it a bit under the shade so that it is bright, but it's not necessarily sun-kissed. Definitely there's some pictures I feel like, oh, like I'd like to take like sun-kissed pictures and all that, but majority of my pictures be taken like in the shade, just because I feel like it doesn't wash me out as much, and it also just brings like brightness back to my face. I feel like that sun just makes me look ashy. My next tip would be to create batch content. So when you're out on the content day, I would say take a few outfits, because more often than not, there will actually be a bathroom, a change room, something, a mall, a shop, something for you to change. So when you can do that, then you'll be able to take as many pieces of content as possible. You don't even need to change the whole thing. Let's say you're wearing a pair of jeans, you can literally just change the top and maybe change the jacket or something. Or you're wearing a jacket and a top, you can take off the jacket and post another or create another piece of content. That's how bulk content works. You could also just plan different outfits if you actually have the availability, the time, the resources to do that. And I would also say, apart from even like bulk creating content, you can also take reels, you can take aesthetically pleasing pictures, you can take normal pictures. So you can just have a mix of that, because Instagram is pushing reels. So just taking a mix of reels and pictures. I'm actually not the best at, you know, creating reels. My sister really pushes me to create reels, but creating reels is actually really important. I have to really get on that. You could also take TikToks. So all those your platforms at the same time. I do YouTube, so I'm taking Instagram pictures, I'm taking TikToks, I'm taking pictures, I'm taking reels, and I'm doing a vlogs all at the same time, just because at the end of the day you want to create as much content as possible. You don't want to do the same thing over and over again for different platforms, when you could literally just do the same thing for all your platforms, if that makes sense. So that is my whole idea on the whole thing. And then the last tip I would say is find your editing style when it comes to your pictures or Instagram or your aesthetic in general. I don't think you have to stick to one aesthetic in terms of clothes, but just see the direction of your page, where your page is going, what you like, what you don't like. At the end of the day, I think practice just makes perfect. The more you practice your poses, the more you practice. That's another thing, practice your poses in the mirror before you actually get to the location. So whatever outfit you have, I think different outfits require different types of poses, so make sure you practice that before you actually go. So as I was saying, so just practice your posing, practice your like Instagram face. I feel like people have Instagram faces, and I have one as well. So just practice your Instagram face, practice your posing, practice how you like your eyes, how you like your mouth in the picture, just different things like that, what you feel works and doesn't work for you, and how it translates onto the camera. So the more you actually take the pictures, the more you realize how your picture would actually translate into the camera, and how you translate to the camera. So that's actually what makes for a good picture. It's just a little, you know, these are just little tips that could help you in the future. So let's continue the video, I guess. So what you guys really came here for, I think, I don't know, but like, is my editing. So we're going to go straight into editing. I know I've been talking a lot, and I think I've actually been talking fast, but I'm actually really tired, so I'm trying to just talk enough. So we're going to go on to how I edit my Instagram pictures. So we're going to pick a picture that I actually want to post now. Let's see a picture I want to post now. I'm actually going to use a picture I posted before, so that is easier for you. So this is the picture. That's what the picture looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and screen record my screen or whatever, so that you can see what I'm doing. So screen record, I'm going to put it right here. So I use Facetune, that's the first app I use. So first I go to retouch, and then I go to, the first thing I do is go to vibrance, just to bring some color back into the picture. So we're going to go in with vibrance, and then color the whole picture. Then I'm going to tone it down to about 12 or so. If I do too much, you're going to look orange, so I'm going to do it to 8, actually 8, 9, 10. So you can see the difference in the picture. Like, just gives me a bit more, just because Instagram also washes me out, so I do that. Then after doing that, I save it, and then I go to detail. So that's retouch again, and then there is detail, and the app is free. So I detail everything again. That is just the kind of person I am. So I detail everything again because I love clear pictures. So that's something I just love, clear pictures. Also, I use the iPhone 13 Pro Max to take my pictures, but that's besides the point, because honestly, if you have good lighting, your picture will come out good. So I've detailed everything. Then I'm going to reduce it all the way down to like 4, because that one I had before was too much. Like, see, too much. So I'm going to reduce it all the way down to like 6. I think 6 is good. So 6. For this picture, I don't really need to do much, just because the picture is actually quite nice on its own. But let's say I wanted to edit my lace, which I don't think is really needed, just because it's lace. I would go to retouch, I would go to smooth, and I would just lightly tap around my hairline. Lots of people do this, so don't let people think that, you know, lace, or don't be fooled that lace is not there. So you just do that, That's even nice, but I don't want to overdo it. But see the difference? That is the difference when you edit your lace. It's a lace front, like it doesn't matter if you see it. I'm sure you can even, well, kind of, but yeah. So that's how you edit your lace. What else would you like to know? Okay, your lips. I feel like people like to detail their lips a bit, so you go in and then you just put detail all around your lips. That's another thing, just to enhance the picture again. I don't really, it depends on the picture, but I don't really detail my lips. And then that is, I think that's mainly what I do. I just put vibrant, put detail, and maybe if I don't feel like my lace is like up to par, I would edit like the lace a bit. But apart from that, that is honestly all. Let's say I wanted to, even my spots, I don't really get rid of my spots in my pictures, but let's say if you wanted to do that, you would just go to smooth again and just smooth out your skin. But be aware, like I don't personally like smoothing out my skin because I feel like it takes from the picture and doesn't make it look as clear as it would actually look. So that's all I use. So those are all the edits I do to my pictures. I don't do anything else, just detail and vibrance. Then the last thing would be on Instagram. So when you go to Instagram and you go to like your page, I'm going to show you. When you go there and you go to your page, I'm going to show you, give me a second. So you're on your Instagram page. Let me go back. So you've picked your picture, then you're going to go to next, and then you're going to go to edit. Then you are going, sometimes you can use saturation, but this picture doesn't need saturation. But I would say go to sharpen, and then I put my sharpness on like 15, just because I know Instagram reduces the quality so much. So because I know Instagram reduces the quality so much, I go to 15, and then I press done, press next, and then I share my picture. That's literally all I do. So those are all the edits I do for my pictures. I know people have been asking like what are the edits I use and all that, but that's literally all I do, just because I think it's very important to have a good foundation when it comes to your pictures, rather than starting to edit it and go from place to place and start looking for how to edit it and all that. Like obviously the things that kind of enhance the picture, but the foundation of the picture has to be nice. That's just the truth of the matter. So those are all my tips I have. That's how I edit my picture, and this was a short video, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any more suggestions or you have any more questions as to how I take my pictures, comment them down below. Also, all the tips I've given and all the tips I've given in terms of like taking the picture is all coming from a place of when you have someone to actually take the picture. If you'd like to see one of, you know, using your tripod or not having anyone take your picture, comment down below. I'd actually love to do that video. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I hope you subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Bye.